inhaling, rooting the tailbone down into the chair, and starting to let everything around the spine soften and relax. Start to soften the expression, releasing the jaw, the eyelids, and the eyebrows. Relax the tongue inside the mouth. Start to let the shoulders droop down away from the ears. Let the hands and the arms just drape down, limp and heavy. Release the muscles and the thighs, the lower legs. Relax the toes and fingers. And if all these things don't happen automatically right away, don't get discouraged. Just make a little effort to just relax in your chair. And any nervousness or tension that doesn't evaporate right away, just observe it, acknowledge it, and just let it take its time as it works its way out. Take a few deep breaths as you start your practice. Start sending the breath down into the belly as you inhale all the way, filling the lungs completely. Exhale completely, getting rid of any stale air in the lungs, making room for fresh, positive energy. Just a few long, deep breaths. Go at your own speed. With each exhale, just let yourself drop down into your body and into the moment. With each inhale, just breathe in positivity and light, peace and calm. Nice long inhales. Exhale, let it all go. A few more times, just breathing, dropping into your space, dropping into your body. Nice deep inhales, full, complete exhales. And then just start to notice the thoughts in your mind. Observe them and acknowledge them. And just throughout the practice, anytime you find yourself getting attached to a thought, just use the fact that you noticed as your reminder to come back to your breath. Just focusing on long, deep breathing today. Keeping yourself in the moment, not needing to feel worried about the future or upset about the past, because right now in our practice, we're just breathing and letting ourselves be completely peaceful, knowing that we're right where we need to be right now, making space in our bodies and in our minds for positivity and peace, clearing out anything negative that we're carrying around with us. Just breathing, allowing yourself to just drop into your space, drop into your practice, arriving fully in your chair, letting go of any thoughts or concerns you carried into class with you. Feeling the shoulders just become lighter as they relax down. Feeling the hands become more relaxed. Just breathing. Then when you're ready, we're going to start with our neck roll warm-up, nice and gently. Inhaling, growing the spine up tall. Exhaling, drop the chin to the chest. Inhaling, ear up over the shoulder. Exhale down through center. Inhaling up to the opposite side, going at your own speed. Starting to release tension from the top of the body all the way down, starting with the neck and the head and the shoulders. Let the head be heavy here. Let the spine be tall. Shoulders nice and still. Just relax into your practice. Keeping the expression soft as you go through your warm-up. Using this exercise to start your class off gently and lovingly. Setting your intention for today's class. Maybe thinking about how you hope to feel by the end of the class. What you want to accomplish. But not holding on to that intention too tightly. Just setting it in the back of your mind and then letting it go. Letting it come to you naturally in its own time, in its own way. Remembering that you can customize this exercise any way you like. Maybe choosing to pause at some point. Maybe choosing to tip the head to the back. Maybe you notice somewhere that's a little extra tense and you need to add a hand to help release the tension. Intensify the stretch by gently pulling on the head. Whatever you need to do here. Whatever feels good. It's your practice, so make sure you're doing what you need to do to get the most out of it. Inhale up, exhale down. Matching the breath. Other than that, just going at your own speed. Doing what you need to do. Whatever you're carrying around on your shoulders, whatever weight or tension, just imagine resting it down now. Allowing yourself to be lighter, more free, more centered. Just start to allow yourself to feel peaceful. Give yourself the space to feel positive feelings here. Take your time. When you're ready, we're going to drop the chin to the chest on the exhale. Holding here, keeping the shoulders down, parallel to the ground. Head is down. Just stretching through the back of the neck. And then inhale, bringing the gaze back to center. And then when you're ready, we'll start releasing some tension from the shoulders. So we'll just inhale, bring the shoulders up. Exhale, release them down. Good. A few times like that. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down completely. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, relax down. Great. We'll come into a few sun breaths from here. So we'll go ahead and drop the hands. Inhale, bringing the hands up overhead. Exhale, bringing the hands to the heart. Going at your own speed, match your breath. Inhale up, exhale down. Breathing in all that light and positivity. Breathing out anything that's no longer serving you. Inhale. And exhale. Just allow yourself to feel refreshed here. A few more times. Go at your own speed. Good. Let's hold at the top of the next one. Take your time. Inhale up. Exhale the hands to the knees. Inhale, we'll grow up tall. And exhale, start to relax forward into your forward fold. So just coming forward in your chair, you can rest with the elbows on the knees, or you can rest all the way forward Any low back problems, just try to keep the back straight. You can release the head to deepen the stretch. That can feel really nice depending on how your body is feeling. Otherwise, you can keep your head supported if that helps your neck to feel safer. Or if you have a cold or a runny nose, allergies, you might want to keep your head up. So just hold and breathe. Keep an open mind in your forward fold. This is one of the stretches that we do pretty much every week. So you might find that it's the same most weeks, but then sometimes you can get a little further or maybe aren't comfortable to go down as far as you normally do. So with all of our poses, especially the ones that we do very often, just keep an open mind and let yourself just ease into each position gently. Maybe you start off a little bit higher than usual and then use the breath to just work your way down a little deeper. Or maybe you just take it easy today and just stay in a more modified position than usual. Just notice how your body is feeling. It might feel the same as it usually does, or it might feel a little different. So either way, just listen to what the body's telling you and respect it and enjoy where you're at today. Long, deep breaths. Anytime you notice the mind wandering, just right away, going back to your breath. We'll hold for a few more breaths here. Maybe I am breathing in light. I am breathing out negativity. Few more breaths. Notice if the pose changes as you hold. You might find you're getting stretchier. You want to drop down. You might find you need to come up for a rest. Wiggle around a little bit. Just enjoy that release of tension through the back of the hip. We'll take one more inhale. Exhale. Work your way back up to seated. We're going to come into our twist from here. And so I'm going to be reaching for my right knee with my left hand. So it's just the opposite sides. So we'll inhale up tall. Exhale, coming into a twist, reaching across for the knee. And if you're across at the ankles too, this is still beneficial. That's fine, even if you're not in the full pigeon pose. Just reaching across for the opposite side. The back hand can rest on the chair or wrap behind your back. The gaze will go over the back shoulder as long as that's comfortable for you. Just allowing the spine to twist completely all the way up the back of the neck into the head. Just wringing out any negative tension, negative energy, stress from the spine. With each inhale, just imagine growing up taller. With the exhale, refocus on the twist. Each time you breathe, inhale tall, exhale twist. So even though we're just holding still in this position, there's a lot happening. A lot of muscles activating, a lot of thought going into it. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. One more time, inhale. Exhale, we'll unwind back to center. Good. Release the shoulders. Let's come right into eagle pose from here. So we'll cross the knees. If you're not able to cross the knees, you can cross the ankles again. Full eagle pose crosses the knees and then the feet under. One more time, one more wrap, but you don't have to do that part if you don't want to. I'm not going to. It stresses out my knees a little bit too much. So up to you. Arms, if you know them, you can go into them. Otherwise, I'll demonstrate here. So arms go out. We'll do the right elbow underneath first. Cross. Bend so that the palms face away from you. And then you can touch the backs of the hands together, or you can wrap one more time and get the fingers to the palm of the opposite hand. Try to have the gaze straight ahead for this one. It's tempting to look down, so try to keep it straight ahead and just lift the elbows. Nice stretch through the back of the shoulders. That actually feels, for me, amazing today. Breathe into that. Send the inhale to the backs of the shoulders. Intensifying that stretch, releasing tension. Great. Few more breaths here. Just really enjoy that stretch. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, unwind, release the arms, release the legs, and just shake it out. Great. Oh, that felt really good. I didn't even realize how tense I was through the back of the shoulders until we just did that, and that felt amazing. Okay, other side. Pigeon first. You can cross the ankles. You can rest the ankle on the knee. And again, just a reminder, you might not be the same on both sides. You might not be the same as you usually are, so just approach the pose as though it's new to you today. And then when you're ready, we'll inhale, grow up tall. Exhale, start to melt forward. Great, nice and gentle. Right away, just acknowledging how the pose feels. Notice what's different, notice what's familiar, and just let yourself settle in here. Long, deep breaths. Making adjustments as we hold if you need to. Wiggling around, moving the hips to get the best stretch you can. Maybe turning the head side to side if you find you get stiff from being over, leaning over like this. Adding in little movements can help just get a little extra benefit from each pose. So just do what feels good here, either holding really still or adding in that organic movement, just whatever feels good. And then just breathing, returning the mind to your breathing mantra, whatever it is you like to tell yourself in order to help you stay focused on your breath. Careful as we go through the poses not to put too much tension in the shoulders, especially if you're like me and you're leaning on your elbows. Try to keep the shoulders still down away from the ears. A few more breaths. Get the most you can out of the pose. Enjoy the last few moments and this nice release for the hip. Nice release for the hip flexors, front of the hips. Just let your breath really nourish you and calm you here. One more inhale. On the exhale, slowly start to work your way back up to center, to seated. Keeping the leg where it is. You can just start to relax the shoulders. Coming into our twist next. So I'll be reaching for my left knee with my right hand. So when you're ready, inhale, we'll grow up tall. Exhale, reaching across for your twist. Nice and gentle here. Back hand can hold onto the chair, can rest. You can wrap it behind your back. If it's comfortable for you, bring your chin to look over the back shoulder. Great. Hold and breathe here. Same as on the other side. Continuously thinking. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Just holding the pose. Focus on the breath. A few more breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly unwind back to center. Great. We'll get ready for our eagle pose. So you can cross that leg as long as you're able. If you're not, you can do the ankles. Arms, you can go right into them. Otherwise, I will demonstrate. We start open. Left elbow underneath this time as you crisscross in the front. Bending so that the palms face away from you. Backs of the hands can touch, or you can wrap one more time so that the fingers go towards the palm of the hand, keeping the chin nice and parallel to the ground, lifting the elbows. Great. Sending the breath to the backs of the shoulders. Inhale, expand the shoulders. Good, just hold and enjoy that release of tension. Good, a few more breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, release. And just relax. Great. Okay, for our side stretches, I'm gonna turn to have the back of the chair next to me. You don't have to do that. You can still do these stretches without having that position. But if you are able to turn your chair, go ahead and do that. It'll depend on what kind of chair you're using. But I'm just gonna use it to come up over the back. We're just gonna stretch out our sides. So go ahead and drop the outside hand when you're ready. So it's my right, but you can do either side. Inhale, we'll grow up tall. Exhale, melting over the back of the chair or just to the side. Great. So if you're turned to the side like this, you can kind of use the back of the chair to push into and really intensify the stretch. If you're doing this just straight forward, you can even use that hands to press into the arm of the chair or the seat of the chair. Just work with what you got here. Again, keep the tension from the shoulders even as we move through our poses. And then we'll just add in a stretch through the chest. So flipping the palm to face the ceiling, we'll press the arm back and behind like you're trying to press against the back wall. And then as long as it's comfortable, bring your gaze to follow the hand. Eyes towards that back hand. Great. Inhale, back up and around. Exhale. Inhale, tall. And exhale, relax the hand down. Great. Shake it out. And then we'll go to the other side. So I'm just going to turn my chair the other way. So just leaning over the back of the chair. I'm using my left hand, so your outside hand or whatever hand you didn't just do. Inhale, grow up tall, take your time getting there. And then exhale to melt over. Great, just making that rainbow shape. Lots of opposition here. The fingers are pulling while the hip is really pressing down into the seat of the chair, creating space around the ribs, the shoulders. Great. And then we'll add in the stretch for the chest. So you can flip the palm and then just pressing back behind you. Great. As long as it's comfortable, bring the chin to follow the hand. Hold and breathe. And we'll inhale, bring the hand back up. Exhale, back over, melting. Inhale, tall. Exhale, release, let the hand float down. And then just shake it out. Great. Okay. We are gonna come back around. We'll do a few sun breaths with chair pose today. So as always, if you're more comfortable to just do the sun breaths standing or seated, if it's too much on your joints, you can pick which one you'd like to do. Otherwise, we're gonna stand on the inhale, bringing the hands up. And then as we exhale, we're gonna come through chair pose, just hovering for a second or as long as you want to above the chair before coming back down, nice and controlled. So just, whatever, go at your own speed. Do what feels good here. Inhale up, exhale down. As we come down, just be sure the knees stay in line with the toes, not coming in towards each other or anything like that. Great. At your own speed, inhale light, exhale stress. A few more times. Now we'll hold at the top of the next one. Take your time getting there, no rush. We're just going to stay here. Hands will come to heart center. And just close your eyes for a reflective moment here. Observe how your body feels now after your warm-ups. Observe your thoughts. Observe the breath. Feel yourself grounded. Feel your feet on the floor. Maybe feel your heartbeat against the thumbs. Feel the rise and fall of the chest. Just enjoying the moment. We'll take one more inhale. And exhale, release. Great. So we'll come to work on our tree pose. So just coming to stand near the chair in a way that you can use it to balance. Holding onto it. And then take your time getting into your mountain pose. So remember, in your mountain pose, everything is aligned. Be mindful of the head here too, keeping the back of the neck nice and straight, the chin parallel to the ground. Sometimes when we think about standing tall, we put our chin up, but we still want to, in this pose, keep the back of the neck as straight as possible and keep the chin kind of parallel to the ground, ears over the shoulders. So find your focal point as we move into tree pose, something eye level, easy to spot, that doesn't move. And then when you're ready, work your way into your tree pose. Take your time. Remember, as with all of our poses, just keep an open mind. It might look different today than it usually does. Just approach it as though it's new to you. Tree pose, you can be anywhere from having your foot still on the floor. You can have your foot at your ankle, your leg, your thigh. Anywhere above or below the knee is fine for tree pose. And then picking a hand placement that you like. You might choose to keep one or both hands on the chair, and that's fine. The other one can reach out. You can do hand to heart center, rest the hand on the heart. You can try hands up. You can pick your favorite or mix it up, try something new. And then just find your breath. Remember to keep the toes relaxed in your tree pose. Let them press into the ground and be your roots for your tree. Imagine the head like the top of the tree just trying to grow up towards the sun. So you're creating opposition here. The feet are pressing down to the ground, head is pulling up out of the ground. If you fall out of it, just take your time to get back in. Find your mountain pose again. Find your focal point. Work your way up slowly. And you are more than welcome to stay. If you find you just caught a good balance, you want to see how long you can hold it. Otherwise, we're going to come down, rest the feet, and go on the other side. So if you want to go to the other side of your chair, you can. It's up to you. Find your mountain pose. Take your time. We'll come into tree pose when you're ready. Might be the same on this side, might not. Maybe pick a different hand position on this side. Maybe use the same one. Feet pressing down to the floor. Head pulling up. Spine growing along. Really peaceful in your tree. And if you fall out of it, that's part of it. Just work your way back up. One more inhale. Exhale, you can start to relax down. As always, if you're not ready, you can stay, that's fine. And then just relax the feet. Great. Okay. I think we're going to use our tree pose in our flow today, so we'll be going back to that one. We're going to start moving around so you can come to face the back of the chair today. We're going to use this part. So if you're, we usually face the seat of the chair, so we're going to do the back of the chair today. All right, so when you're ready, we'll start with just a couple lunges. So let's start nice and close to the back of the chair, and then we'll go ahead. I'm going to step my left foot back first, so you can do whatever is easiest for you. Stepping it to the back, I'm going to have both toes pointing forward as I start. You can turn the toes out if you need to, though, that's fine. The front leg will bend so that the knee is right over the ankle. Make sure it doesn't go too far over. Keep your thigh nice and strong, protect your knees. And we'll just hold here for a moment. The more parallel the toes are, these back toes facing front, the more you'll get a really nice stretch through the calf, which feels really nice right now. If you need to, you can lift the heel or try to press it down. Just holding here. Now you can stay right here, or we're gonna just add on a little bit, keeping the back flat. We're gonna inhale tall. Exhale, just coming forward, keeping the back flat. Great, so straight line from the heel all the way up to the back of the head. Great, really feel that thigh working. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, coming up. Great. Now we're just going to straighten this front leg. Good, holding here. Same thing, you can stay here or add in the flat back forward fold. Inhale tall. Exhale, coming forward. Great. So now you're in a straight line from your tailbone all the way up. Very good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rising up. Great. All right, we're going to come into some warriors next. So let's bend that front knee. Again, keep it right over the ankle. Inhale, bring the hands up overhead. Warrior one. Good. Exhale, we'll open the toes. So they're facing front now. Open the hips and shoulders. Warrior two. Great. Inhale, tall. Exhale, reverse the warrior. So drop that hand down to the back, coming up and over. Front leg stays bent. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, coming to the side so you can, other side, the front side, so you can hold on to the chair or drop the elbow to the knee. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, warrior one. Good, now as we exhale, we'll bring the hands down to the chair and we'll try to straighten out, bring that back leg right up to wherever you like your tree pose to be. So you can bring it to your ankle, to your knee, and then hold here. Kind of working it into the flow today. So use the chair to help you. And then we'll stay here for a couple seconds. If you want to test your balance again, you can. And just hold, take a breather. Focus on your breath. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Release the feet. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to step back with my right foot, starting in a lunge. So toes are pointing forward. Knee right over the ankle. Just holding here. Nice stretch for the back of the leg. Hold and breathe. Just a couple of breaths, and then we'll go into our flat back forward fold. So when you're ready, you can stay here or adding on. Inhale, tall. Exhale, coming forward. So here we're keeping a straight line from the back of the heel all the way up the head. So it's just a little forward fold. Hold and breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, coming up. Great. Now straightening the front leg, holding here. And then same thing, you can stay here or inhale tall. Exhale, coming forward. You can go a little bit farther in this one, just keeping a nice flat back. Hold and breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, coming up. Warrior one. So we'll inhale, bend that front leg. Arms come up. Great. Hold for a breath. And then inhale tall. Exhale, open the toes, open the hips, open the arms, warrior two. Great. Inhale tall. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Inhale tall. Exhale, coming forward. So reaching for the chair or the elbow on the knee. Inhale tall. Exhale, warrior one. Great. Inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, we'll all try to float right to our tree pose coming up. Take your time. Holding when you get there. Great. One more inhale. And exhale, release down. Pedaling through the feet. Great. All right, we're gonna come to face the seat of the chair next. We'll start doing some slower, relaxing stretches to get ready for our meditation. So we'll start in a forward fold. We're just gonna hold for a little bit. So dropping the hands, inhale to bring them up, take your time. When you're ready, exhale to come down towards the chair. Great. So if you need to have a little bend in your knees, that's fine. If you have any low back problems, keep the back flat. You can use the chair or you can hold on to the legs or just reach for the floor. Whatever works for you here is fine. Head can be heavy, intensifying the stretch, or you can keep the neck supported. Just stretching out the backs of the legs and the back of the spine, the shoulders, the whole back of the body here. So just let yourself relax. Let yourself be heavy in this pose. Any leftover attention that you're still carrying through your practice, take the opportunity now to just drop it on the seat of the chair or drop it on the floor. Just let it roll right off. Bringing your thoughts back to your breathing meditation. Just taking a few quiet moments in your forward fold to reflect. Noticing the pose today, how it feels. Notice the things that feel familiar, things that might feel a little different today. Just noticing with no judgment, no goal other than to just keep you grounded and present here in your practice. A few more breaths. We'll take one more inhale. On the exhale, we'll just press up, coming into table pose. So bringing the wrists right underneath the shoulders, distributing the weight between all of the fingers, doing this on fists if you would prefer, We'll do a few cat-cows. So inhale, arch the back, open the chest. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. Going at your own speed, back and forth. Inhale is cow. Exhale is cats. Really letting the breath carry you from pose to pose here. A few more times. Take your time. Returning to a neutral position. We'll finish up before our meditation with a thread the needle. So I'm going to start with my right hand. I'm going to inhale to bring it up. Exhale to bring it under the left arm. Threading the needle. Great. And then inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, back down to table. Same thing on the left. Inhale, bring up the left hand. Exhale, bring it underneath the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, table. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, rise up. We'll slowly make our way back around down into the chair and start getting comfortable for our body scan. Take your time. So start to let yourself get comfortable here. The more still you can hold during our final meditation, the more beneficial it will be. You are welcome to move around or make adjustments if you need to, of course, but try to do that now before we get started. Just make yourself as comfortable as you can, and that way you're able to rest and focus better during the visualization and the body scan. So go ahead and just let yourself become heavy on the chair. Let the chair support you completely. Let the hands just be limp. Start to soften the expression. Make any adjustments you need to. For our body scan today, we're going to do a visualization. We're going to imagine that we're standing under a beautiful, peaceful, warm, sparkling waterfall. And as it just starts to come down over your head and drip down the whole body, it just cleans out any negative energy or tension that is still being stored in the body or in the mind. So close your eyes and just visualize that beautiful, peaceful, sparkling, warm waterfall. So refreshing, so nurturing. And as it touches each part of you, just imagine the tension being washed away, starting at the top of the head, flowing down the forehead, the eyelids, the eyebrows, back of the head, down the cheeks, the nose and the mouth, the chin, down the neck, onto the shoulders, tops of the shoulders, and then down the arms, the elbows, the wrists, the hands and the fingers, on the chest, backs of the shoulders, down over the ribs and the stomach, the spine, the low back, down the hips and the thighs, the tops of the thighs, backs of the thighs, inside and outside, washing over the knees, down the legs, onto the feet and toes, completely washing away anything heavy that was not serving you any longer, any negativity or worry, any heavy responsibility that you don't need to worry about right now. Imagine the waterfall just dripping over you and watching all your tension or negative energy just flowing away down the stream, leaving you completely covered in sparkling, beautiful water, so peaceful and calm, grounded and happy. Now just find the place within you that feels the most peaceful right now. Maybe your hands are feeling nice and heavy and relaxed. Perhaps you have a warm feeling in your heart, or maybe the face feels calm. Just find that feeling in the body and just imagine it spreading to cover the whole body, allowing you to be completely relaxed, heavy on the chair for our meditation. We'll complete our body scan with 3 long, deep breaths together. As we did in the beginning of class, imagine breathing down into the stomach, filling all the way up, and then exhaling all the stale air out. When you're ready, nice deep inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Once more, inhale and exhale. Just allowing yourself to release control of the breath, allowing it to flow back to whatever pace feels natural. Now completely calm, relaxed on your chair. For our meditation today, I have a little fairy tale poem called The Fairy Ring. It's a summertime fairy tale poem. So you can focus on the words if that helps you to relax. Otherwise, you can just hold on to this peaceful feeling that we found after our body scan. And just picture all the elements of nature here mentioned in the words of the poem by Eugene Thornton. It's called The Fairy Ring. Oh, have you seen the fairies dance upon a summer's night, and watch the gnomes and pixies prance where the moon is bright? 'Tis splendid fun to see them run as soon as it grows light. One evening, Sister May and I went out soon after tea. The moon hung like a ball on high above the fairy glen. And round upon the ground danced fairies and elven men. And there at dawn they leave behind a ring of toadstools. Where they have danced, you'll always find this mark for folks to see. Then off they fly into the sky just as the clock strikes 3. Now we'll just have a quiet moment to just rest and meditate. I'll keep an eye on the clock and you can just relax. I'll let you know when it's time to come back into the room. Slowly just start to bring some movement back into the fingers and toes. Moving the hands and feet. Nice and slowly, just bringing yourself back into the room. Maybe stretching out the arms and legs if you like to. Just bringing some energy back. Taking your time. When you're ready, just coming back up tall in your chair. We'll take one final sun breath together, dropping the hands. We'll inhale, bring the hands up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me.